So I'm actually lucky. I have a law office in New Bedford where I'm the only one in there right now. I go in probably around 7:30, and pretty much my day is dealing with constituent issues and then also bigger picture issues. We're trying to assist South Coast hospitals, trying to find employment for people who have been furloughed within the healthcare system to make sure that they can assist us. You know, Hawthorne and Primacare are two other big medical groups that are in the area. Because they do more outpatient, and we're not really encouraging that now, and actually we're saying don't do it. Those people are being furloughed, but they have an asset, they have a skill that can be used to help us with the COVID-19. So we're trying to get those people to come to South Coast to be able to assist, particularly with what we believe to be the surge in the next 10 to 15 days. So we're trying to develop 2 nursing homes that have been deactivated. Now we're reactivating them, trying to get them cleaned up, but we need to staff those. In addition, there may be a need to staff a larger facility, maybe at UMass Dartmouth, maybe at Otis Air Force Base, but those are the things that we need to do. As far as staffing, one of the things I've mentioned is that we're blessed to be in an area where we do have a lot of doctors, even retired doctors, retired nurses, and medical people. One of the things the government is really trying to do at the state level is to recruit those individuals back. We've tried to remove a lot of those obstacles. The governor, through his executive orders, has done a great job of removing those obstacles and those barriers to have people come back to the state out of retirement, come in to assist, even in unrelated COVID things, because we're taking away, again, resources from the normal everyday activities of the medical world and putting them into the COVID world. We need people to still care for those people and who are just typically ill. So I think one of the things that the governor has done is, with these executive orders, is encourage people to come back, remove any barriers that would be there. So I think overall, we're recruiting people on the one end and then also trying to make them safe on the other end. The unemployment issue in Massachusetts has probably been the same as in every other state. Traditionally, unemployment has been paid by employers and employees over the course of their employment, and you pay into it. So if you were to be fired or lose your job or laid off, you would get some of that money back from unemployment. We have a whole group of people who are what I call 1099s, who don't pay into it, who are sole practitioners, and that is one issue. The regular issue that we have is in 2019, we had the same amount of people apply for unemployment as we did just last week. So the system is overwhelmed a bit. So I think one of the things we need to do is make sure people are patient with it. We keep hiring more and more people to take care of those those unemployment insurance claims. But overall, the volume is huge on that end. On the other end of these 1099 people or sole practitioners, we're really trying to find a system where we can pay out the money, and that is taking time. But I think the government, at least at the state level, is really working diligently towards that. One of the things that we need to be aware of, and again, this may be something that people within our community can assist in, is not only do we need the PPEs for the healthcare workers and the first responders and the nursing home individuals, but we also think about the people at Cumberland Farms or the people at Shaw's, where I think it was about 10 days ago, I went to Shaw's and they did have the plastic between the cashier and myself. If you have that ability to make those and do that, and you can provide that to a local store, a small business that has people in counter, a restaurant that's doing takeout, please consider donating it to them. Those are the things, this is when our community arises to the occasion. Yeah, it might cost you a few $100, but it's worth it. And if you can do that and you have the ability and the skill to do that, that's maybe your one contribution to what we can do. So I would encourage people to do that as well. If you have any way in which you can protect people who are giving us food, giving us the opportunity to get out a little bit, those are the people that we want to protect. So if you have the ability and the skill to do that, please do it. Please donate. I think it's working. I believe Joseph Abood is making some masks. Murrow is making some gowns. Dartmouth is also making some masks. Again, their whole purpose when the first part of the conversation was, what do our local South Coast hospitals need? What do our local South Coast first responders need? And that's what brought them together. It may expand beyond that because of their capabilities and their expertise. Again, rising to the occasion, using our expertise, not to be selfish, but to be selfless. And I think this is one of the beauties of this horrible situation is I think we need to really reflect after this is over to figure out how we can be better prepared for something like this or something a little bit different, but definitely be more prepared.